community.
Making us look dumb.
Making us look bad. We already look bad.
They already got us twerking online and looking crazy and stuff and acting like the only thing good about us is our bodies. Let's be positive, you know?
So it's not, my thing is about positive is good, but also
aware.
It says antivirus is a nature boy. Well, antivirus probably needs to listen up and understand that
that's a sickness.
That's a mental illness that you got going on there. Anytime that you are good with something, you're promoting, you're supporting something about this situation, something must have happened in your lifetime to make you feel that this is okay, and to agree with somebody that is putting out this type of poison in our community. So what I would do is tell everyone, like I do this, I got a mental illness number for that too, because it is a mental illness. It's a definite deep mental illness in our community, and the reason why I say that is because for so many generations, black people have always been taught in the household. You know, if you're growing up in an abusive household, you're taught to shut your mouth up. Whatever goes on in this house stays in this house. So you have a lot of people that have been abused, and mentally and physically, emotionally abused. And so what happens is they carry that on into their life on a day-to-day basis.
And they put that negative energy off on other people because they don't even know any better.
Especially when it comes down to the kids. So they're taking that and moving that from generation to another generation with the babies. And this is what we have to stop. We have to go ahead and, stand up. Start speaking out. That's the reason why I put those numbers up there, so that it's not just specific for this situation right here. It's also for the situation with maybe in your community, because plenty of people be like, oh, there's plenty of people. It's always people that's in other, that's going through this and they're going through that.
In your communities that are going through stuff, speak out against
speak
that.
Out. That's
help
what these numbers are for. That's what these numbers are for.
These numbers are universal. Help.
Yeah, help out. Don't turn your back on a child. Just like it's plenty of families that do that. They turn their back on children. Children cannot speak out for themselves. All right. So the same way that I'm calling out the numbers on YouTube from now on, I'm going to be calling them out up here. My channel is my platform that I use. My platform is not for anyone's entertainment. I'm not going to be worried about what
entertaining
the leader of Carbonation, the sex cult leader. I'm not going to be entertaining about in his life and what he used to do. We don't care what he used to do. No, we care about what he's doing. We don't care about what he used to be doing back in the day, because that was then. As far as I'm concerned, that has nothing to do. I don't know anything about it having to do with kids.
Joke him or do all this other stuff.
It's about the children. Awareness. It's about the children, and it's also about people staying in your family's life, building that deep foundation, that strong foundation, and understanding that if you don't do this, we have a whole lot of young adults that's online, and they will pick up things like this sex cult that's going on, and your kid could end up over there.
Imagine you minding your business and your child end up over there.
Yeah, just imagine that. Imagine you wasn't really paying attention at home. You don't really have that communication, those lines of communication open with your kids. You have family members that you haven't seen in years. Hello, everybody coming in. And you're just not really paying attention, and then you end up with people over there in a sex cult like this.
And then your kid's gone.
And then your kid just gone, and then you don't know what to do. Just like it's a lot of other people over there, they don't know what to do.
So this channel is not for you to be thinking somebody's supposed to be jumping on what's going on with them or what they doing or what type of stupid shit they got going on. This is for awareness, how to get them away from that craziness.
And how not to have your other people in that situation. I seen the one with I think it was with Keys up there. Is that the one that you're talking about? I seen one. Somebody shared a live with me today, and he was saying a little bit about what was going on in the Carbonation. And basically, it's basic things that we already know that are going on in the Carbonation. I actually left a link in my bio, and then so you can see my whole playlist. Any snippets that have to do with Eligio is pertaining to something that can get him caught up, something that can be used against him in court. That is the only thing that I post on my page when it comes down to him.
And I ask anybody who's like against this and you understand right from wrong, you're a sane person, report all his pages, report all that stuff, because we do not need that on the internet.
Yeah, it needs to be taken down.
Negative up on the internet making us look like fools.
We're already looking bad as it is. And we need to go ahead and start standing up, speaking out. People in your homes, if you just imagine what you being a kid, because I know it's a lot of us that did grow up in homes like this, and in abusive homes, and you don't know how to speak out. You don't know who to speak out to. He said, but having a person who was actually the big help.
I forgot what we were saying. Was
okay,
I don't know. To something we were saying?
I don't know. I'm lost right there, Supreme. I'm lost. I mean, that was there. Oh, you talking about Keys with him being there. I mean, I will hope that it's a big help and everything, but a lot of times,
people
what
are
I'm
so
seeing,
stupid in his.
Yeah, I'm not seeing people.
Stupid. People are so brainwashed and so weak-minded that they're easily looking for somebody to give them validation within themselves when they need validation themselves. They need to be able to validate themselves. So they're looking to this crazy man to do that for them, and we need to come together as a community so that people don't think that they need somebody crazy to be telling them what to do, so that we have like positive individuals in our community that we can go ahead and look up to or whatever. Like, we all gotta learn right. I guess we have to learn right from wrong all over again, because
it's right and there's wrong, okay? And I don't understand the people that sit back supporting him and acting like that the people that are standing up for, like me, I'm standing up for the kids in this situation. I don't care about none of the other stuff. I mean, I feel bad about the adults that are over there that have something going on. What's up, Grand? I feel bad that there's something going on with them in their heads mentally and so forth. But we still have to concentrate. My concentration is on the kids. I hate the fact that those babies have been over there for almost 2 months now. And, life is just going on for whoever it is. Whoever it is, their family, nobody's speaking up because black communities like to turn their backs. And those kids have been over there way too long to me. I feel like the energy that was had when they first got over there, it needs to continue on. It's like it doesn't need to just disappear just because time has went by.
Things take time to be done, especially that this is a whole different country that they're in. It takes time to get these things started, so you can't just give up.
You can't sit back and not get them started. That's the thing about it.
It's not instantaneous. You have
yeah,
to
but if they're not doing
going.
anything, if they're not speaking out, nothing's going to happen. That's the point blank. You don't see none of these families online. I mean, I haven't seen only just pops up online, but you don't see these people online. You see YouTubers and other platformers out here, people on their platforms trying to push for these. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about they're trying to get people, pull people in and say, hey, what's going on with the family? Why y'all not speaking out? You got other people that's speaking out for these families
and
more.
And the families aren't doing it. I just don't. If you have family over there, you need to think less about what the whole world's going to think about you, but more about welcoming your family home with open arms and getting them the help that they need.
Yeah,
versus don't have that picture up of me and of her with our family or whatever, because
that's your family. And we've become so desensitized in this world, and this is it's a disease that's got our community being to the point where we just turn our backs on things like this, and we're not concerned about it. And that's the reason why we have so many of these young kids, people just letting their kids be off with stepfathers, new people, new women, new men coming into their lives, because women do prey on children too, because that's what I'm going through personally with my niece. There are women that prey and there are men that prey, but all of these things come from us as a black community. Not speaking out.
Caring enough. Y'all gotta care enough.
Not having that foundation, that strong foundation. I continuously say, where are the grandparents, the mothers, the fathers, the brothers, the sisters, the cousins, the uncles, the aunties? All of that builds a strong foundation. If you are instilling what you need to instill in that foundation, I continuously say, if you have a garden and you just plant those seeds and you don't nurture those seeds, then after a while you're going to have weeds coming up and they're going to take over that garden, just like you got Eligios coming up. Eligio over there in Carbonate, he's not original, y'all. He's not original. You feel me? This is just something that I just seen for the first time online. You know, and I don't think that our people need to be watching this online. You
And
know,
y'all
our
don't
young
even
adults.
treat it like it's some type of sitcom or something like that, because
Yeah.
it's not. He's ruining real people's lives.
Yeah, these are really people's cousins, and
These are real
and
diseases.
aunts and-
Real,
those are real diseases. Real
people who died, real humans
Yeah.
who are no longer living.
people that's in our community. We got people they over there broadcasting babies that look like they're deceased. You know, it's like she said, don't treat it like it's a sitcom, because it's not anything funny. You could probably definitely be having some human trafficking going on over there.
Like, we don't know what.
You got STDs over there with these babies over there. You got prostitution going on over there with these babies over there. You got the rapists over there
Domestic
with these
violence
babies
going
over
on
there.
over there.
Domestic violence with these babies over there. What else you got going over there? You got they said they actually are having sex and everything because they don't separate the kids from that. So this is the things that are going on over there. And you got to think about the older baby that's over there, Olivia. Understand, this baby, she's looking at this, probably if you look at the pictures that I posted on my page, you can look at her face and she's not looking like she
happy.
Not happy at all, you feel me? She's looking confused, probably wondering why in the world would Zakira Dwight bring me over here? My mother, this is my mother, the one that is supposed to love and to protect me, and then you bring me over here to this, and I gotta watch grown men and women walk around naked. I gotta walk around naked in front of grown people. Yeah, it's a lot of people that probably want to hurt this dude. He's not trying to teach them anything. He's draining these people.
If y'all know
literally,
these people are getting skinnier and skinnier.
Yeah,
looking
those things, the things that people are looking at and laughing online, these people literally dying right in your face.
And they're talking in circles and stuff like that. What about that makes you think that these people are in their right mind? 9 times out of 10, most of these people are people with like mental illnesses that were easy to manipulate to get over there, who got checks coming towards them every month or something like that, who we can get something out of or whatever. So these are sick people that need to be helped. Like,
it's not a joke.
This isn't like a sitcom that people treating it like a sitcom. There's something wrong and you need a little bit of help. Cause
people that's up here that is not a big deal to them, and they say mind your business. What I would like to say to those people is, why don't you go ahead and start minding your business in your community? Get yourself some help, because it starts with yourself, then it starts with your family, and then you got to work on your community.
It's like, how the HIV and STD thing or whatever, we got HIV and STDs and stuff going on in the United States already. So if he got it here,
I'm gonna bring you in, Supreme.
So like, we can't just say, hey, we don't want you guys to be a part of over here frolicking around with
there's plenty of people over here that has HIV and so forth, but you don't want it to start off where they're going ahead and start bringing this, we looking at it and not saying anything, and it's right online. That's my thing. That's the breakdown about it right there for me. You're looking at it, you're entertained by it, because it seems like black people enjoy entertainment and drama. How you doing, Supreme?
Hey, peace, queens. I have a question. The video, the live that today that was on with Keys and Vibes, that was very powerful. The thing that and also too, I want to salute both of you guys for doing what you're doing. I support you 1000%. Because your energy is so pure and it very well felt through the vibrations of the screen, for real. No problem. What is it gonna take for us to really get this dude down? Like, real talk. Like, it's like
black people's pages and so forth, it needs to be taken off. And what we've been trying to do is reach out to bigger networks and so forth. Because if they can take you down, they can flag your page and everything and take you offline when you got music playing in your background. Then why can't they get something like this offline? It makes no sense. That's the reason why this type of thing is put there in our in our
Exactly.
community to mess us up.
Community. Exactly. Absolutely, absolutely. I don't know. I'm fighting behind the behind the scenes and stuff and whatnot. I was trying to help Worlds couple of days ago on one of his live by contacting them out there to find out where Miss Sheba was, with her pregnancy and is she still pregnant, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. We don't really have the validity of if she is, if she's not, no kind of clarity of that situation. But listening to Vibes and Keys, they were there. They were on the trenches. They were on the ground. They spoke on so much stuff. I was at work. I was fuming. I was so livid to hear,
Right.
the factual of it coming from somebody
I'm
that was
glad that
in the
somebody finally
actual,
spoke out. I'm glad that somebody
whatever,
finally spoke
carbonation
out.
crap. Exactly. Exactly. That was so needed. Everybody kept saying they was scared to, and World, put a lot of work in, trying to get to him, and obviously he did enough. And you guys continue to please stay doing what you're doing. I'm praying for your niece to
Thank you
be
so much.
sent home
We
where she
fighting. It's a
belongs with
hard
her
fight, and
blood
it's
family.
real stressful,
Um,
especially when you fighting
you know,
alone and you just got just only you and your daughter fighting about it. It's horrible.
right, right. And then you going up against your
It
family. You
is.
going up against
It's
your
very
bloodline
trying,
family.
but at
That's got to be
some
very
point, it's
hard.
got to stop
But
because I look
but
at the situation. My niece, she didn't ask to be here. You feel me? And
Just
there's
like
a
those
lot of
other
just
kids.
like those other kids who's over there in carbonation, they didn't ask to be here.
exactly. Those babies. Exactly, exactly. And I understand your fight for the babies, the grown people that are going over there. I'm much older. They're young, but they're still young. They're old enough to make those decisions to want to be there or whatever, or trick there or whatever. That's really kind of out of our hands because as we've seen before on his videos, they have people. What was it? The federales came out and they said they want to be there and there was nothing they could do, and it's just like everybody is trying to do something, but it's like right when they get to that point, it's like it gets shut down, and it's like I don't understand it because I came like at the tail end of this
It's
stuff,
like
and it's like mind-boggling. Like I can't believe even after all these videos on YouTube and IG and stuff that
it's
he
like some
still
type
got
of cell
people
phone signal or
manipulated in the
something.
mind to go
But
there.
you have to understand. That's why actually
Yes,
evil is
yes,
real.
yes,
You feel me? Evil is real. Evil spirits are real. So you can
yes.
never just
Oh,
a lot of people
oh,
don't believe in
yes.
that, but you gotta believe in it because it's real. And so just like you can get somebody in
Oh,
your head,
yes.
you get
Facts,
somebody
facts, Dion.
he uses witchcraft, things like that of that nature. Those things are real. So we have to
Yes, and it's not, and I bel
yeah,
and I believe he's soulless. This man ain't got no soul. He ain't got no soul. He another
exactly.
entity. There's a bunch of different entities on this planet, and people better understand that that's facts. I
And
don't
if
care
you
how you
look
want
at
to cut it
everybody
and
else
look at it.
around him,
It's facts.
is suffering.
It's a
Why he's still looking? I mean, other than his face falling apart because of whatever he got going on in his face, his body and everything, as far as he got weight on him and stuff.
right,
He the
right.
more
That's what
the
demons
evil
do.
is coming out of him. That's the reason why everything else
Yeah,
is going on with
Because
his body.
demons suck the life out of everything around them, so they can all be just like
just
deteriorated just being in his
Yeah,
presence. And
and
they
they
got
probably
those
are.
babies over there in his disgusting presence.
yeah. Yeah, those babies, dude, those babies. Oh my God. And then you could see it too because when they was putting up World News was putting up
They look
pictures of before they went
totally.
there, comparing that, I was like, "Oh my God." I was like, "Dang." That's like facts right there. It's like it's really, and then those babies, man. Ileana, she not sure what's her name?
Velvet.
Let me call her by the name her parents gave her, Velvet. She,
That one's just gone.
yeah,
She's
she
gone, and I don't appreciate the fact that
I
they
don't
said that
know
she's
her.
beating on a baby. That's my thing right there. You're supposed to be there to protect that baby. You should be ashamed of yourself.
And either way, like you're a mother, you should definitely like it should
Do
automatically be. That's how you know she's sick because it should be built in your head to protect your baby.
is that factual though? Is
Well,
that
that's what
facts of her beating on the
scripture.
baby?
My niece is named Inasia McLean. She's in
Mm.
Georgia. She's been taken away from my family legally now. That's why I say the system is broken that we live in. Legally, she's been taken away from my family. I just found out that the young lady
Mm-hmm.
has a case, a defects case involving my niece. I found that out last Monday. So I'm trying to go with everything that I possibly can do
I
to
think
go
y'all
ahead and get
froze.
into the court her after 7 years. Nobody else in the family seems to care. This woman that's whether she grew up with the family, she got knocked up. She grew up with the family, so she grew up as a cousin, but she skipped off with my niece.
So
that's
she's
my
like
niece
known
is.
to be violent. She's known to be a prostitute. She's not really. She's in. What is it? What is it?
She's just not
She's
need to
out
be
of
having my
compliance
niece.
or something.
Yeah, she's in contempt of court as
Contempt
well.
of court.
But see, also not only is the young lady that has her, my brother's in contempt of court. So you know my niece has to be deprived of having a normal childhood because of sorry parents. It's no clean way, no clean cut way of putting it. It's because of sorry parents, people that have kids and don't care about them. Just don't care. Like I put up a post the other day that says that a child should not have to wait for a parent to become a parent. That should never be. So just like the parents that have readily taken their babies over there. I'll call you back. Gosh. I don't even have my other phone. But I'm gonna be calling those numbers out on here, and then I'm gonna transfer this over to my YouTube. All right, y'all. Y'all know how I do. I'm gonna go ahead and start running these numbers down, and remember that these are not specific to this situation, this carbonation situation. I'm also having to use some of this information and the resources that I found myself, along with other people that are pushing it out and helping me. I'm also using this for myself as well. So you can also use this as well. It's okay, Supreme. Thanks so much for calling in, though. Okay, it's 1-800-I-AM-LOST. That's going to be the first number. I'm going to, if you go to my link up there, you'll actually be able to see all of the information. You press on my YouTube link. All the information I post in these videos, that I say in the videos, is going to be linked in my description on my YouTube.
Melanated Awareness.
Well, it's under Dion Fields, but on my YouTube, you can just click that playlist. I posted my playlist in the bio last night. So all of these numbers, if you want to use them, they will be in there. Hello, everyone coming in. This is my daughter. I think y'all should have remembered her from the other day. 1-800-I-AM-LOST. That's 1-800-426-5678. Child Find America, 1-800-292-9688. The Child Abuse Hotline, it's 1-800-422-4453. Mental illness, and I want to definitely stress the mental illness because a lot of us as Black people don't think that we have mental illnesses. Okay, what we're looking at right now is a mental illness. My daughter want to touch on that.
Okay, so in our community, it's become some type of stigma for us to be even having some type of mental issue. It's seen as you're either weak or something because you have a mental issue, or you're not functioning right because you have a mental issue, or something's completely off of you. Don't think that way about yourself. If you have thoughts in your head, things going bad or whatever, you need to reach out and get help. That's the only way that you can be a functioning member of society, is if you go get help. Don't think about what other people are going to think about the fact, because we have a lot of Black people who think, ooh, well, she's sick, so I don't want to have anything to do with her. He's got this thing going on, so I don't. If you have a mental illness, go get somebody to help you. You do not need to pretend that it's all good when you have like a storm going on in your head. I know it's been taught to us that we need to stay away from this cousin because they're crazy and stuff. No, you need to help these people. You need to give them love. They're just like the same people that you are. They're the same type of people. They just have a little bit more going on in their head. So it just needs to stop with us thinking, oh, this person has a mental illness, so let's go ahead and shun them. That doesn't need to happen anymore. Call that number and get some help.
And that number is 1-800-950-6264. Their office hours are 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm sure that you can definitely find other resources in your communities, but you're going to have to start reaching out. That's what we as a Black people, we have to start reaching out. We have to start reading. We have to start researching for this type of information. It's not just going to, find different avenues, because we have a society, a community that's been doing the same things over and over and over again. Our society is insane. Our community is insane. Okay, at some point we gotta wake up and we have to stop doing what we're doing, and we gotta stop making excuses.
Exactly, Black men. So, just speaking about Black men, because most of the society looks at Black men as if they're supposed to be either perfect or they're like hood ratchets or some stuff like that. We have to start, and Black men do the same thing to us, but we're not going to talk about Black women right now. We have to start treating these Black men and Black children and Black boys and stuff like that like they are children. We don't automatically need to be like, oh, this Black boy is already grown. Police already treat our Black boys like they're grown and stuff like that. We don't need to be treating them like that. We need to go ahead and have more love and give more patience to our Black boys than what we do now.
And it's okay. It's okay.
Let them be soft. Let them be how they want to be. If your kid comes out gay, that's fine. Let your kids be soft. Let them be children. Black boys are not supposed to be these hardcore ass men and stuff like that, where they're children, just like these little white kids or Mexican kids. Black children are children. They sexualize our children so much that we can't even get a chance to grow up and be children. Let our kids be children.
Pause it for a second. It seems like it went down. Okay, so let me call that mental illness number out one more time. And as I say, these resources can be found in your community as well. If you want to help out your community, reach out in your community and start doing things in your community. If there's so many of us that's going through this and going through that, reach out in your community and take a part, okay? You'll feel a lot better. That number is 800-950-6264. Their office hours, again, are 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The disease control hotline, this number can be dialed as 1-800-232-4636. freedomofmind.com. That is also, you can reach out to that website. They have a lot of resources there. They have some phone numbers there I'm going to call out. That right there is for people that want to get a family member out of a cult. If you are, you need to actually, if you're seeing somebody that has some type of issues going on that's in your family, in your community, and you're like, wait a minute, something's not really going right with this person, whatever. If you see it, go ahead and call it out. They have resources for that. That's freedomofmind.com. Yeah. Act on things before instead of trying to be the investigator after the fact.
Like, let's do it before the funeral.
Yeah. You know how Black people, we love to get together for a good funeral.
But we can't get to celebrate during life. So let's try to celebrate life a little bit more.
Yeah, celebrate life. Those two numbers for that is 617-396-4638 and 617-628-8153. Also, if you happen to have somebody that's in your family and you know they're a child and you know you've been one of those people that have turned your back and like, I'm just going to protect the predator, because there's no other way to put it. When you're covering up for somebody that's doing something knowingly to a child and you know and you don't say anything and you turn your back, you're protecting the predator. Okay? So if you do decide you want to change that around and start doing something in your Black community, they do have Cancel for Children. It's cfcrights.org. That's Cancel for Children. Okay, so you can actually look into getting a lawyer. I also know they have like guardian lights for children as well. We have to use these resources. They are out there. We just have to start reading and researching. Also for teens, a lot of times teens don't have anyone to talk to. So we want to go ahead and make sure that they have a number to call too, because sometimes these days we don't have that type of foundation. We don't have our lines of communication open. So that number is 1-800-551-1300. That's a nationwide safe place for kids. That's for any kids that may happen to go across this. Any teachers, any counselors, and so forth. You want to spread some type of awareness to your children that's in the community that you want to, that you're teaching. You have some type of supervision over. Call these numbers out. As far as the carbonation over there, I've had the numbers for CBS, CNN, and MSNBC. I feel like if we keep on putting it out and calling these people, then maybe. Now, I did have somebody that told me, they was like saying that we shouldn't be bothered with the Breakfast Club and everything. I don't know about that, but that's what I was told. They said that there's like a lot of bad stuff with the Breakfast Club. So I guess maybe we'll find. I'm gonna start looking up some other resources, because my thing is getting this shut down off, online. It doesn't need to be up there. So CBS's number is 212-975-4321, and they have 877-227-0787. CNN number is 404-827-1500, and MSNBC is 212-664-4444. So those are numbers that you can use. I don't have everybody's name over there, but the David Levy, Zachariah White, Caleb Buckner, and I don't even know the rest of those names over there. I know that I don't know Dalen. I forgot what Dalen's real name. Tori, the one that's Joy. All of those people, and then some. I really wish that their families would reach out more for them. I don't know.
Giving up on
don't give up on your family members that are over there. Care about them. Reach out, even if they do have something that's going on. Just think about the foundation that you put there for them, and just think about what you can do
to make them better.
To make it better. To make it better. I have a couple more numbers to call out. So give me a second. But you just want to make sure that you are reaching out in your community. Never make excuses. Never feel like there is not anything you can do. Always know there's always something that can be done. There's always more that can be done. Never give up on your community. Don't become, come up out of being desensitized, because that's what's going on.
Statistics anymore, let's try to be more than statistics. Stuff.
I just told you to say something.
I didn't. You brought up something else, so I found something else to say about it. You want me to do it?
No, because I know what it is.
On your page, right?
Yeah, it's like, why am I finding that?
Go to your channel.
Alright, so I'm about to call out these numbers from online. Remember, all of the information, y'all can actually see this information through that link that's up there. Okay, click on that link that's in my bio.
If you have any information about Elijah or any incriminating videos, send all that to the FBI or where other platforms that could actually help out. Let's not just take the information and just do nothing with it.
Yeah, if you can help, help out. You can help out. And even if it's somebody that actually has some information as far as any type of legal representation, because I'm really needing legal representation for my niece as far as my niece is concerned. So anybody that has any type of, if you can help out with that, legal aid or anything as far as this situation is concerned, if you can help out with that, that'll be great as well. I've got a couple of people that were calling out and letting me know that they can actually help. So I'm waiting on a few calls. All right, let me call out the rest of these numbers, and then we're going to get out of here. Internet crimes against children, that number is 877-474-5437. Missing persons, 800-843-5678. And 855-463-6395. Understand, if you do have a family member out there that is, they have to, some type of psychologically, you knew something was wrong with your family member, call these numbers. To me, that's a missing person. Okay, you want to help that person out.
If you know that your family member was not in their right mind to make decisions to go across countries and stuff, call that number.
All right, and human trafficking, 888-373-7888, and www.justice.gov/action. Those are websites that you can go to and find resources that can help out your situation, this situation, whatever situations that you feel like you can do to improve the Black community. You can go to these sites and this information that I'm giving. Also, if you would like to send me any information, you can actually DM me here on Instagram. And also, my email address is philsdr36@gmail.com, which I will have that pinned. After you click that link, you'll see that information. Just pin it. Everything's pinned in the description.
And I'll put that in her bio.
Yeah, what?
Your email.
Yeah, the email will be in the bio too. Yeah. Okay. Now I have another website. An email. If you want to send any of the clips that I have, or any of the clips that you may have, or if you went on somebody else's channel and you found that clip that can be incriminating, so that we can get this mess offline with this carbonation crap, then that's where you're going to send this information to. That email address is fevimtra@pgr.gov.mx. That's the prosecutor's office for crimes against women and children. You're going to need the following. You're going to need to scan in your ID. That's to verify who you are. You're going to need a description of the type of abuse. Don't forget about the abuse. All you have to do is go to my timeline. I have the abuse on mine. I don't have the drama and stuff on mine as far as the clips from Eligio and so forth. Those are the clips that can be very incriminating. I don't have the drama though, okay? You're going to need to know where this occurred. What is your relationship? You're going to need support and documents. When they do ask you what's your relationship to this situation, let them know that you're a concerned melanated citizen. That's point blank. You're concerned about your community. You ready to start standing up and doing something, and you're tired of shutting up, okay? This is online. This is something that everybody else can see in your community. All right, so also, I put the supporting documents. So any documents, any videos, just feel free to send those off. Got those. And then I have the number for Damon King. He is the Deputy of CEO's International Connections with Foreign Police. His number is 202-514-5780. And Child Exploitation and Obscenity Section, that number is 202-353-7304. Now understand, everyone, to me, should challenge themselves and dial a number. Yesterday, I was able to dial some numbers on live just so y'all can see, just how it is. You're going to deal with some people that don't have the best customer service in the world, and it's okay. Because you can always have to speak to somebody over them. You take control of that call. You can't just think that you make one call and everything's going to go right, because it's not. It has to be a community effort. You have to understand that this is our community. The Black community is ours. Our beautiful melanated people. Oh my God, we got to start taking pride. We got to start loving on our people again. Make sure that you go to my link that's up there and subscribe to my channel for YouTube. You'll be able to get all of that information. It's all in the description, okay? My YouTube is under that link that you see. It'll give you that playlist, okay? I got them numbers. You're right about that. I got them numbers. And I'm always adding more because I feel like it was something else that I should have added to it. All right, stop. I feel like it was some other numbers that I was supposed to add to it. But if I skipped anything or whatever, they will be in the descriptions, and they're going to be pinned in the comments in any of the videos. Please make sure that you link into any of those videos for anything that you may want to send off in an email, okay? But I just wanted to put that information out. I've definitely got to get ready to get started back on, because what I'm doing as far as my niece is concerned, I'm actually having to read the law books myself. Stop popping your knuckles, girl.
I didn't mean to. I just put my hand like that and it popped.
I'm about to elbow you.
Mom.
Anyway, the thing about it is that information right there, what I'm doing, I'm having to read, the law. You feel me? I'm going to have to break this stuff down myself. I'm doing my own research. This is the first time I ever had to do anything like this. So
it's going to take a little bit of time.
It's going to take some time. It's going to take some time. But I'm very anxious about this, and I'm definitely being very persistent, and I'm definitely consistent. If any of y'all go to my Facebook, it's under Dion Fields, you will see that this didn't just pop up as far as me being online about the children. I've been doing this ever since September of last year. You can see it all on my all up and down my timeline for my niece. You may see a couple of things, maybe a couple of birthdays and everything, me and my daughter or whatever. But you're going to really see that I really care. Everything that I do is genuine. It does not have to... No, I actually share that. If you go to Dion Fields on Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook. In on Saturdays.
Yeah, tune in on Sundays. You'll see when I call my niece every Sunday on live, because I don't want nobody to ever say that I didn't call my niece. I didn't reach out. I don't want nobody to ever say I didn't care. There's going to be a footprint left. So my niece will know, hey, my auntie, my cousin, I have some family members that cared about me. You feel me? So just go up there. You'll see this journey for me online for YouTube, that just happened. I didn't plan any of this Instagram, YouTube stuff. Didn't plan it. You know, I have a business, so I put those up there. That's it. But as far as this right here, I didn't plan it. I never planned to have to do this for my niece, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. You got to do what you got to do. I appreciate y'all understanding what I'm doing. I appreciate it, because I know I'm not.
Y'all are wonderful.
Yeah, I'm not popular up here, because a lot of people will be like, "Oh, this is, you need to mind your business." But I had to let her know I'm minding my business, and then that's when I go ahead and I roll them numbers up. You feel me? Especially that mental illness number, because anytime you can turn your back and pretend like you don't see this and tell me to mind my business, you got a mental illness, and you need to be dialing that 1-800-950-6264 number. You feel me?
That's how you know it's consistent. She memorized.
Yeah, I memorized those numbers, so that's when you know you need to go dial them numbers. So you can't get up on me on none of my platforms and then you're gonna troll me. Then you're gonna mess with my energy in any type of way, because I'm up here for the kids. I ain't up here telling you about you. I ain't telling no other adult about themselves. I'm talking for the kids. You feel me? That's what it is. It's about these babies. You said YT brought a lot of information about my situation. Who is that? How did he know about my situation?
Mine, so mine.
You talking about young? Who? I don't know who YT is. Who is YT? Oh, my YouTube. I'm so slow. Y'all be being slow sometimes. My bad. I be slow sometimes.
I had that moment with you.
So
I was
slow.
like,
in this moment, I was slow right then. I figured it out.
In that moment, the whole brain went to another house.
It was somewhere.
Houses.
It was somewhere.
And it was in depth of the
I was
houses.
so slow right then.
The houses were speaking out to her, and she went this way, and the houses went that way.
Oh, you said we talked on Facebook. I've been talking to so many people. It's amazing the energy that I get from the people that's on my same frequency, and God knows I love it. I love it so much. I love y'all for understanding where I'm coming from, understanding that we need to wake the fuck up. A lot of us be pretending like we woke and we out here, see these whole lot of kids on here that disappeared, but we gonna talk about whose butt Nature Boy been in, or who been up in his ass. Who gives a shit about that? I give a shit about them kids. You can't come up here and tell me anything else if it ain't about them babies, because I'm not really interested. I'm really interested in getting the babies out of this situation and
getting them safe.
Yeah, us starting to stand up for our community. That's what I'm interested in.
Facts.
Yeah. Yeah, I was really trying to keep away from it. I had seen it online and everything. You see stuff online, and my daughter had, when I first started looking at it, it's like 2 years ago, 3 years ago when he first had started, and I was like thinking that, he got a good thing going on. He's, I'm looking at him like, shoot, he got a gift. You feel me? Then
we're thinking he's doing like good stuff or whatever, and then boom.
And that shit flipped upside down and inside out, and I'm like, yo, what's up with this dude? What's up with this dude? And then when they brought the kids into there, that's when I made that video. And that right there is what put me in these YouTube streets. But the only thing about it is I'm in my own lane on these YouTube streets because I don't care about the rest of that stuff. I don't care. I don't care nothing about none of the rest of that stuff because the other stuff, that stuff that, you know, grown-ups do, you know. You can go do your grown-up thing and whatever. That's not my business. You know, I don't care I don't put none of my business out or anything, and I don't care about what nobody else do. But when you come down to these babies and these babies can't speak out for themselves, that's when I have to, you know, I have to go ahead and intervene. You feel me? Like I gotta intervene in this situation with my niece because my niece is not in a good place. If y'all actually go on this page too, you'll actually see a picture of my niece up there. Oh, you want to be in the video, Tina? I've been wondering who Tina is too. Let's see who Tina is.
I've been sitting here a while. I love you.
Ready to go?
Yeah.
See you later.
Love you.
Love you too. It seems like my phone went dim. Tina wants to come in, y'all.
It might be because you're outside and iPhone's just cute.
No, I think that oh, my niece is Enasia McClain. She's living in Georgia with the young lady that took her legally through the system. That's why I say the system sucks. The system we live in is broken.
Yeah.
How you doing, Tina?
Hi, how are you? I'm fine, and you?
I'm just fine.
I'm glad you let me in. I'm glad you let me in so I could finally get the chance to talk to you, Dion, because I commend you and I respect what you're doing.
Well, thank you.
Like I said, it takes a village, and the whole village got to stand up. Not just some of us, but all of us. It takes a village.
I know
And that's true to life. That's true to life. But you know what, Dion? Okay, you said you're in Georgia, right?
No, my niece is in Georgia. I'm in North Carolina. My niece is in Georgia.
Have you ever spoken to the defects worker who's handling her case?
Oh yeah, and they are nasty. They are nasty.
They're nasty.
They're very nasty. I had to what I'm gonna do is to go through the courts. I've started going through the courts now because of the simple fact that, you know, some of the CPS workers don't care. And they go into a house and the house just be clean and they cool.
Yeah.
But you feel me?
Yeah.
I grew up in a clean house too. My mom was fucking me up. You feel me?
Yeah, and I understand.
I had a clean house. My hair was done all the time. I was looking nice all the time. And I was scared when these people came. Whenever somebody did report my mom, I was very scared to say anything. There's no way I would say anything, period.
Yeah, but did you try going to that defects workers supervisor?
I'm gonna go to them face to face next week. Next Tuesday.
I hear that. Go to her supervisor.
Yep.
Go to her supervisor. Because you know what I find? That when you go up and over people's heads, it's not nothing they can do or nothing they can say. Because blood comes before mud. Blood is thicker than mud. And that girl who got your niece, she's mud. She's mud.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm.
But you know what the thing about it, Tina? I had to go over the supervisor's head too. I had to get her supervisor because she was nasty too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but that's what you gotta do.
To the supervisor, because all of y'all just real nasty out there. And that's why I say in our community, we may get a phone call that we speaking to somebody and then we stop and then all of a sudden, you know, because we got somebody that had an attitude. No, I mean, let me speak to somebody else. Let me keep going. Let me keep going.
That's right.
So that's what I'm do, and that's why I'm about to get ready to start. I'm about to get ready to start this court journey. I don't want to do it, but I got to do what I got to do for my niece.
That's right. And if you got to go over her head, then you do that. Exactly. You go up as far as the ladder as you can go. Exactly. Because that's your niece. That's your family.
Right.
You know, and then you got, you know, this other person, you know, like you said, she has a criminal history of being a prostitute.
Exactly.
Now, come on now.
Yeah, because if she was any other guardian or foster person, they would have took her up out of there if it was a prostitute. You know, if they had
Right.
charges. Somebody's asking
Right.
what we talking about. No, my niece wasn't in carbonation. She's just in a situation like she's being alienated from her family. They've been taken off. You know, the family's not able to get in touch with her. That's my niece isn't. She's not in carbonation.
No, but I'm so glad that you're saying you're going to take a trip and go out there and do what you got to do. But like I said, go up over their heads. Go up over their heads because everybody has a supervisor.
Right.
Everybody has somebody that they have to answer to.
Exactly.
They all got to answer to some damn body. So you let them know, damn it, I want some answers because this is my family. And I would feel better.
Report them. I'm gonna have to file a report against that defect. So because I have recordings of these people being nasty.
Yeah. Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. And as far as these carbonation sick puppies, oh my God. You know, the thing that gets me with that, okay, the U.S. Embassy, I'm gonna tell you something. When I was younger, I got myself in a situation in Jamaica, and they would come and visit us and they ask us, how are you doing? Are they treating you okay? That's as far as they go, because they're not an agency that could like go to them, you know, and really do some shit and snatch the people up and say, what are y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? And see, Nature Boy, he knows what he's doing by taking these people far out, because I was looking. I was doing some research to see if they had child protective services in Palenque. But that's more like a tourist area. So their focus is not on, you know, what they're doing, you know, child abuse and stuff. So he knows what the hell he's doing. But he got to be stopped too now. He got to be stopped too.
Only thing I'm thinking is that I want the kids from over there, and then
right,
I want
right.
us off the line, because if he's on, as long as he's online, he's good. You feel me?
I saw a petition now to get that taken down. What is it?
I think
something.
I think Latanya actually started that petition.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's a good thing, because he needs to take that shit down, and he needs to be taken down. You see, when Eliana's dad went over there, it wasn't for so much he could do.
Somebody just said, do you really think the U.S. Embassy care about these black babies? Of course they don't care about these
no,
babies, because we don't care about our black babies. So of course,
right.
That's the answer right there to your question.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they don't care nothing about us. We don't care enough.
No, we gotta care. We gotta care.
Until we go back and start remembering what we came from and what we supposed to be doing spiritually.
That's right.
As a people, then they're not gonna care. Okay, we gotta
start
caring. Nobody else gonna put in nothing that we don't put in.
Right. I'm new to this phone thing, and this is the first live I ever been on. Mm-hmm. Thank you for letting me in.
You are welcome. Nice talking to you, and I know I always see you supporting me on my YouTube, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the love.
Because I admire you for what you're doing. I really do. Because I've seen a lot of things, you know.
Yeah, it's always a lot going on online. It is.
Mm-hmm.
I never seen it. I never see. I mean, you know, just the way that certain people portray themselves, especially having so many followers, and then they just portray. They're more for the drama, because that's what we like. That's what black people care about. We don't care about the kids or our community. We care about the drama.
Right, and that's what gives this dude his energy to keep on doing stuff. And then he like rubs it in, you know? Like when he's seeing people entertaining what he was doing, it's like, okay, I'm untouchable. But he fails to realize Eliana's father rolled up on him.
He rolled up, so just didn't take his daughter. My daughter wouldn't still be there. I don't understand that either. That couldn't be me.
But you know what?
I don't care whether she wanted to stay there or not, because you're mentally ill. I'm putting you up. You're going, and that's just what it all been to that. There's no way I'm
Right.
gonna be feeling my kid and she feel like a bag of bones. The baby is little as they said the baby was 10 pounds and
That's
still
awful.
weighing at 3 months old. Like something is wrong. She would not have still been
Yeah.
there. It would
Yeah.
have not been a dinner. We would have not eaten together. I wouldn't have ate with him.
Right. For real.
So it's some of the stuff about that situation that doesn't sit right with me. Rather
No, it doesn't.
that doesn't sit right with me. There's no way we would have been sitting. I mean, I respect him for going over there, but I would respect you more if you had took your kid with you. She's mentally
Right.
ill. They
Right.
got
But
papers before they even left the states, letting her know this child is mentally ill. She might be grown, but she not thinking with a grown up mind.
Right. But then he also too is probably thinking about that jail, because that's a whole totally different place, and the laws that we have over here don't go over there. So he had to be mindful about,